Hi, it's Mark from TrainingSpark here, and in this video we're going to show you how you can schedule emails to LearnDash groups. Now if you use LearnDash, you may be familiar with LearnDash groups, which are accessible via LearnDash LMS and then groups. Groups are a great way of collecting together certain users in your system and managing their access to courses as a group rather than as individuals. So we have two groups here. This one has 20 users within it. And instead of having to go into each of these 20 users one by one and add their course access individually, what we can do is put them into a group and then give the group access to the courses, and in turn all of its users would get access as well. So we've also got the option of group leaders, and these are certain members within the group that may have access to carry out certain functions or see certain reports. And it's a really useful feature. It's one of our favorite features of LearnDash is LearnDash groups. What we're going to do in this video is show you how you can schedule emails to members of LearnDash groups. There are a number of ways you can do this, and the one we're going to show you here is using one of our plugins called Cohort Manager. This is a premium plugin that helps with delivering your courses via cohorts. So cohorts are groups of users that access courses in turn, so that we'll go through a whole course together. And what this plugin does is it helps to do things like unlock lessons and schedule emails to the members of the cohort so that they're all seeing the same thing, and it's a really useful tool for anyone who delivers their content that way. So once you buy this plugin, what you'll be sent is an email with a link to download it, and what we're going to do is show you how we can install that and set up some emails to members of a group. So we'll head to plugins here, go to add new, and what will happen is you will be sent a zip file, which we can choose here by going to upload plugin and then clicking browse, and we'll just choose the plugin here and click install. Once it's installed, we can activate it, and the first thing that will happen is it will ask you to put in a license key, which we can just paste in now and then activate it. So once that's installed, we're ready to start creating our cohorts. Now cohorts use LearnDash groups, and we'll show you how that works shortly. But one thing I wanted to point out first is that we can create these email templates here, because we will use these shortly as we start to set up some emails. So email templates, what you might have is a platform where you create lots and lots of cohorts, but the emails that you send to the learners are quite similar. So you might not want to have to recreate emails multiple times. You might create a template for something like a new lesson has been unlocked, and then repurpose it for all of your cohorts. So here we'll just create one of those and say some new course content has been added, and we'll copy that and put that as the subject line as well, and we'll just say some new content has been added to your course, please log in now to see it. So what we've got is an email subject and some content, and we'll save that. And what that is now an email template that we can potentially use multiple times. So heading back to Cohort Manager in the left-hand menu here, we'll head to Cohort Workflows. And a workflow is kind of a group's path through a course. So we'll create one now just to show you how these work. We click on Create Your First Workflow here, and we'll say Example Workflow as the title. This field here is mainly for your own purposes and isn't shown to anyone else, but it's just an identifier that you can then use to recognize who this workflow is for. We can choose from the groups. So if you remember, had two LearnDash groups there. I'm going to choose this Eco Water Learners group, which means that it would email any learners of this group at this time. And we need to specify what course these emails are sent in relation to. So these are the LearnDash courses that I have on the platform, and I'll just choose one of these as an example. We can also set how we want to schedule these emails. So we can set these to go out on specific dates, or we can say we want this workflow to start on this date and everything else to pin off that. So 7 days ahead, 14 days ahead, and so on. I will select X days from the course start. And what this does is makes us choose when this workflow is going to start. So I'm going to say 14th of April at 3 o'clock. And we'll just click Create Workflow here. So what we've done now is created this example workflow. It starts on the 14th of April 2022 at 3 o'clock. I'm just going to set it to active. When we go to add your first interaction, we can see that you can unlock lessons or send emails to learners. The ones that we're looking at as part of this video is this send email to learners functionality here. So I'm just going to choose send an email to learners. Because we chose X days after course start, we can say how many days after the course start we want this to send. So I'll say maybe 7 days after. And we have the option to either create our own email here from scratch, or we can use the templates that we created previously. So if you remember, I just created a template called some new course content has been added. I can choose that, click use this template, and that then pre-populates. I can edit this if I want to as well. But I can just then click update, and this has now been added. So what that's saying is that 7 days after the 14th of April, we will send an email to the learners saying some new content has been added. And this email will be sent out to anyone in this Eco Water Learner group. And we can add as many of these as we like. So I will send another email 14 days after. I'll create a new one here and I'll say a new lesson has been unlocked. Please log in to access the new lesson. And you might have something when the course finishes. So maybe say 30 days after the course starts. Oops, I clicked the wrong one there. Choose email. 30 days after the course starts, we'll say, well done. You've finished the course. Please click this link to give us some feedback. And what you might do is paste in a link to a form or survey that you've got there. So what we've done is really quickly set up a stream of emails that would be sent out to this group throughout their period when they are doing their course. So we hope you found this useful, and if you did like this video, please give it a like, and if you are interested in more videos of this kind, please subscribe to the Training Spark YouTube channel.